All right, happy Monday after the 4th of July. I can't even believe that. It is July 6th. So that means that Summit is literally in like a week. We leave in a week and one day. I know not everyone is going to Summit, but know that those of you who will not be there, all of the speeches and will be recorded, and all of the fun, seminars and general sessions, they should be up in our back office. It usually takes like 2 to 3 weeks. So you will definitely want to utilize all of the material that will be provided to you because the trainings are top notch. I mean, you have the best of the best, really. And our keynote speakers are amazing. It's just going to be a blast. So those of you who are going, do you have any questions up to this point? Because I know that, we've been getting emails and all of this, the agendas and all of this craziness where it's going to be, okay, we have to be here, here, here. How are we going to get there? So, yes.
I have a question.
Shoot 'em.
What the heck is everyone packing? How do you know what to pack?
So that is on my agenda actually today is to make a list for you guys of what I'm taking and kind of going off of last year. You will want snacks. You will. I hope that you guys got the dinners that were provided, the lunches, whatever, because you will be starving, okay? And luckily we can take our own bags in now. It doesn't have to be the clear bags, which is good. So for me, I am going to be wearing probably jean shorts and tank tops, just kind of like what I have on now for the most part. The parties will be casual for me. I'm going to wear probably just like sundresses because it's going to be hot. It's the South in July. I know that if it rains, they have ordered 30,000 parkas, like rain ponchos. So when we're at LP Field, we're all going to be looking really cute if it is raining. Quest bars, nuts, Shakeology, all the little snacks, tons of water. You're going to want to bring waters. I'm sure that they will probably, this is just me saying I would assume, that they're going to have waters set aside, but I could be wrong. I know that last year in the the speakers and all of the general sessions and the breakout sessions and stuff, they did have like ice water and cups set outside of the rooms for us. So I'm hoping that they do that again because I know for me, I don't want to be buying water every time I turn around. So I will be packed up with waters. I'm also going to bring a sweater or a hoodie because it might get cold inside when we're listening, to 4 hours worth of lectures and meetings and stuff like that. Again, I'm going to make you guys a list of what I'm packing. I don't know. What is everybody else bringing? Anything that maybe I haven't thought of? I know Julia had deodorant on her list. I'm like, that's good because you will be sweating. You might want to pack deodorant. You there? You're going to what?
You're not doing me no shaving arms, Julia.
No, it's not me. I said that's a new friend. It's not my friend.
That is so gross.
I'm bringing a Camelback backpack.
I don't know if everybody has one or not. But.
Yeah, that's good. I know that we got it for one of our cup challenges. A Camelback, a Beachbody. Maybe I'll bring that. So
I feel like I'm still trying to catch up from being gone. I think I missed a lot of the summit stuff. Where can I have the app on my phone, but I haven't really exported it. So do we have something that shows the agenda? Because I know you had to sign up for me since I was in Greece. And I don't know if it's in that email or not. I just haven't had a chance to go through all of my emails yet.
It will be in your emails. There is an agenda on your app as well. So kind of get to know it. And I mentioned this on our team call on Thursday, which will be uploaded today. Yeah, my upload thing wasn't working on Thursday and we were gone all weekend. So that's today. But okay, so this is what happened last year in Vegas. We got there and everybody's like, okay, text me or, where you're going to be at or whatever. Well, even last year, imagine almost 10,000 people trying to connect to Wi-Fi or get your phones to work and stuff. They just weren't working. And the battery was dying instantly because it was like trying to pull from all these networks. I'm not an expert on cell phone towers or whatever, but our phones were really not working very often or very much. So I'm going to tell everyone this is what I'm doing. I will print out where I need to be, how I need to get there, make kind of meeting places with more of the groups that you're going to be with for the most part, saying, okay, I'm going to try to be here between 2 and 2:15 or whatever. In case if the same type of thing happens, because think 20 to 25,000 people alone just at our Beachbody event, let alone all the other people who live in Nashville or whatever. I don't know. It might work completely fine, but I'm taking the precaution that if our app is not working the way that it should be because everyone's trying to get on it, that I want to have a backup just in case. So that's an idea for you too. Janae, everything should be in your email. I saw an email pop up. I haven't looked at it yet. Let me pull it up real quick. From the communications team. I'm assuming everybody has gotten it. It says it's titled What to Know Before Summit. So 10 days left until Beachbody takes over Nashville. There's like a little video. I'm looking at it right now. So maybe go in there and play that. Let me know if you guys have gotten that in your email. If not, I will upload it to our Diamonds group as well, just in case. But again, I'm assuming that you've all gotten it too. Does that answer your question a little bit, Janae? Is that helpful for you guys, knowing to be kind of prepared in case if your cell phones are not working? For me too, I got one of those battery operated or whatever, like the little chargers that you don't have to have plugged in, so you can plug your phone into the portable charger. So I'm going to be bringing mine too because of that reason from last year, where like every time I'd turn around, there was nowhere to charge my phone and it was dead 90% of the time.
I was going to make a paper itinerary for the girls who are staying with me. So like I have 3 coaches on my team going with me, and I'm taking like an itinerary as far as like the address where we're staying, putting our tracks on there, kind of breaking it down by day so that we know like, oh, the core is open today from this amount of time, but we don't have time to go there because if we want to hear the speaker, we can't go to the core. Yeah. So like just trying to look at it and try to like solidify it a little bit and then have that with us just in case the app does act up. Because I wish you could personalize the app just for you, but the app shows you everything. So it's a little overwhelming when you look at it.
I know. I will be completely honest too. I have an email that I haven't even been able to read through yet because it's like, okay, this is where you need to be for this and this and this, like Beachbody sent it and outlined it. And I was just like, I need to like set aside 30 minutes where that's the only thing I'm focused on is trying to break it all down to where I need to be too. So don't get overwhelmed by it. It really is going to be fun. But Allie, that's an amazing idea. I think that we need to do that too.
Just in case we do get separated, everybody has the same type of agenda type thing.
Yeah.
And then also, when do you want us to wear our legacy shirts? Do you want us to wear those at the Dream Team training?
So let me get back to you. I was thinking, I know that Mel is having everyone wear theirs on Friday. But yeah, I mean, we could totally wear it to the. I
mean, it's up to you. I was just wondering so that I could.
That'd be good because, and then after, so relay this to your teams too. After the Dream Team live event, stick around because we're going to do team pictures. So we'll kind of like announce, I'll be up on the stage and, you know, Mel will do the big Dream Team picture and then like we'll do Legacy United, Shannon will do her team, whatever. But we'll have videographers, photographers. So if you see our photographer walking around, even at a party or, you know, wherever you might be out and about, you can totally stop that photographer and say, hey, will you take our pictures? He is going to be there for us pretty much the whole time. And then after Summit, we'll have a website where all the pictures will be for us to use. So that way, you know, if our cell phones, again, you know, a professional picture is better than the cell phone picture anytime. So feel free to always stop that guy and say, hey, take our picture. And then, so this Thursday, for the Thursday Dream Team live event, this is going to be something that you guys are going to want to think about too. I know I posted it in some groups, all those posts get jumbled. We are hosting a cocktail and appetizers meet and greet right after. It'll be upstairs from where we're at the Renaissance Hotel on like an outdoor terrace. It's just exclusively for the Dream Team, our team, you know, like the big Dream Team. It may interfere with your Thursday workout, whatever you're scheduled. I know there's some at 2:15, some at 3 or 3:15. So you might have to make a decision. Okay, do I want to go to the live workout, or do I want to stay and meet all the people that we see every single day? I, for one, I'm probably not going to go to my live workout. I'm going to stay. Actually, I know I'm not going to go to my live workout. I'm going to be there to meet all of you guys and mingle and just be there, because I know that I have Friday to do my workout, and then Saturday, Broadway, the main strip is going to be shut down completely for our live, amazing, you cannot even fathom the people and the coolness of this workout at whatever, 6 a.m. I think it is. But what you can expect for that, it's going to be each trainer. So Tony, Sean, Shalene, Autumn, they'll each get like a 15 to 20 minute time slot for their workout. So we'll go, I think it's going to probably be like an hour and a half to 2 hours like it was last year of workouts. It is so cool. So again, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I would love for you to come and do the meet and greet on Thursday, but it is completely up to you. Or some people might go to do their workout and then try to make it back to the Renaissance. Remember the time it's going to take you to get from point A to point B and then back to point A. If you decide, I'll try to make it, it's probably not going to happen. I see some chats going on. Is anything for me? Okay, you guys are just talking amongst yourself. Cool. Miss, did you have a question? I saw you like raise your hand, or say, did you just say number 2? You're going to do the meet and greet. You're muted.
Peace out. I'm working out with Sagi. Sorry, guys.
You're good. And that's totally, again, it's totally fine. Do your thing. You can do whatever you want to. I'm just letting you know we're going to provide that for everybody if you want to come and do pictures and all that fun stuff. Really, I think that's about it for Summit. Anybody else have any questions? If I think of anything, I'll post it again, trying to tag.
Just a tip, if you guys are going in for the Dream Team training, if you're flying in like the day before that, if your flight gets in, go grocery shopping that day and go get all your snacks, all your water, that kind of stuff, and stock up. I know that there is a Whole Foods in downtown Nashville, not too far. It's in the Green Hills area. I lived there for 3 years. And there are also other little shopping things just outside the city. So, I mean, don't be afraid to do that either. Don't feel like you have to like weigh your suitcase to fit all your bottles of water or anything. Like, you'll be able to buy that stuff once you get there. That's what I'm planning on doing.
Yeah, we were there last week, and same thing. I kind of scoped it out. They have little shops, grocery stores, everything around there. And if you're flying in, I'm sure that you can tag a ride with someone who's driving. I know we're driving. I think quite a few people who live within a few hours are driving. So just ask. I'm sure somebody will be more than happy to let you tag along.
Anything about parking passes, Val? I know that they like said that was an option like on the pre-register, but it wasn't like to get a daily parking pass, because I know we're staying like outside of the downtown area like by 15 minutes.
Okay.
And I don't know how it really
I
works.
need to double check on where it was at. So I think that it's LP Field, I believe.
Okay.
It is. You get to come and go 2 or 3 times with that $5 rate. Everywhere else, I'm not sure. So that was kind of I guess that there's just that one place that's like a $5 rate. So
yeah, and for those of us taking advantage, the LP Field's going to be like a 20-minute walk over to the convention center. So it's across the river. So just, there's a walking bridge and everything, just so you're aware. So you leave enough time.
I got the bus pass just in case, just to have it. So
yeah.
That way, you know, if you're kind of shuttling, or you could drive. So I don't know. I really don't know. So that I know I think it's in the app, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that there's a parking little tab in there. So check that out. I'll look it up for you guys too. Okay, so we have Super Saturday coming up next week. And then on July 20th, we can start registering for the Cup Challenge. There's another Cup Challenge that will be in August. I know some of you are brand new and the Cup Challenge is super exciting. Others of us have been doing this for 2 years and it's like, another Cup Challenge. We have to be excited for our teams, because this is where volume growth can triple. This is where, size is going to be released at Summit, and all of our new protein supplements, like the I don't even remember what it's called, like the 4, you guys know what I'm talking about, the pre-workout, post-workout, before bed, that thing, that's going to be released at Summit. So we need to really just amp that up as it's being released. So knowing that we have the Cup Challenge, so basically I haven't looked into it. I'm assuming it's going to be the same as it always is, 5 people on a team, 1 diamond or above per team. So really start reaching out to your downline and getting the hype going, getting them excited. And for those of you who've never done one or don't know what I'm talking about, so everyone on a team, so if they say there's 5 of us on a team, me, Missy, Alden, Gina, Melanie, like you guys are on my screen right now. Say we're all on there. Everyone's points get combined. So say we each sell 10 challenge packs. Well, that's 20 points a piece times 5. That would be 100 points. We not only win prizes from Beachbody, so as you hit like a certain tier, there's 3 tiers. So the first tier would be like you win a hoodie. Second tier, you get the hoodie and something else. There's like grand prize winners. It is really cool because you get free swag and it's fun to amp up. And you get to work closely as a team. I've met some of my best friends now through a Team Cup Challenge, and I didn't know who they were or anything about them before we started. I think I've done like 6 or 7 at this point. So it really is fun, and I want you guys to just blow it up, talking about it with your teams, putting the value and the importance of it, because again, this is what will raise your income, because the volume will increase as we're pushing. These are really big push months. And then also keeping in the back of your mind that knowing, okay, you're going to push, push, push. August, you can make it be a stellar month by pushing so hard, because these Cup Challenges, you don't want to let your teammates down. You want to do your best, best, best. Well, then come September, you've used so much of your resources and so many of your potentials, and you've followed up and all that. Know that September will probably be a little bit slower month, generally speaking, because you've almost exhausted yourself the month before. So do not, this is what's happened before, people think that I'm a terrible coach because I did so good this month, and now this month, the month after, I'm hearing crickets. Don't ever feel like that. That's not what it is at all. This will happen to all of us. So just push for it in August. So we'll register from July 20th to the end of the month. So help your teams get together, maybe assign teams if people are having trouble reaching out and finding teammates or whatever. If you have any questions, you can post it in our team page too. There will be more info to come. Any questions on that? Good. Okay. And then last but not least is Super Saturday. So we are going to be hosting hopefully the biggest Super Saturday event here in Gulfport. My goal is to get at least 100 people. We will parallel it pretty much how Pittsburgh's is. So I know that Gina and Missy, Allie, you came to the Pittsburgh one, Gina, so in January. So you guys know, like, the Pittsburgh Super Saturdays are huge because Pittsburgh is a saturated market. Know that if you are not near Gulfport, not near Pittsburgh, there is a Super Saturday. There will be somewhere within driving distance of you. There should be. And if there's not, host your own, or get on a plane or in a car and come to ours in Gulfport. Like, I would love to have you guys here. I think it would be amazing if you guys would make the trek and come and support our team here. But hosting your own, it is not hard. So I did it. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I had never been to a Super Saturday, and I think I was a coach for maybe 3 months whenever I hosted my first one. I was scared, but I did it anyways. Beachbody will literally send you a PowerPoint slide of talking points. Like, you could literally read word for word what they wrote to you because it's so simple. And then they'll send a video. All the videos that we watch at Super Saturdays are like 30 to 45 minutes long. They send you that too. So you just play it at your Super Saturday. You do not need to have a bazillion people at your Super Saturday. My first one was me, Candace's mom, and a few friends who came. I think we had like 7 people at our first Super Saturday. So again, you start somewhere. You start by taking action. So either get to one or host one. They are just that important because it's going to set you up for the next quarter where they're going to let us know what's exciting, what's to come, what's new, and what's going to be projected to be released over the next 3 months going into the end of this year. So I really want to encourage you guys to just mark it on your calendars. I'm trying to be proactive and giving you all of this information now, so that way it's not like, oh crap, Super Saturdays in 3 days. I need to register, or I need to host one. Get it done now. Take this week set aside time for, okay, today I'm going to set some time aside to look over my summit information and get it all squared away. Tomorrow I'm going to look over Super Saturday. Where am I going to attend, or am I going to host my own? And then pass that on to your teams and help them as well to just boost that up. Any questions on that? Who is going to go to one or host a Super Saturday? Yeah. Awesome. That's right.
I'm heading to Portland with Tony and Cara.
Oh, so cool. You're going to love it. So
Yes.
my goal for here, so we just need to keep building a little bit more, but my goal is to get corporate representation here. And then within the next year, our goal is to have one of the celebrity trainers at our Super Saturday. So we are working our butts off to just make this one huge and keep growing, adding those few people. So the same can go for you guys. And then if you are near Pittsburgh, reach out, offer to volunteer. That's just a really great way to kind of like meet more people and get some, maybe you'll get some leads or whatever from people who are walk-ins. All right. Yeah. What's up?
If anyone's in Maryland or near Maryland, Jen Sincero is coming to theirs, the author of the Badass book.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I still get Maryland emails, and I got it, and she's coming to theirs. So if anyone lives around there, she's going to theirs.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Super. I love it. All right. So next, sorry, my chair, I need to adjust it. So really the next topic, we'll end our call on just talking a little bit about the month, about team growth, about how you guys are feeling with your challenge groups. I need some feedback because I have been getting people who are like, I only have like one person for a challenge group, or I've been noticing sometimes in Legacy United people or I know Melanie, it was great. I saw that you offered to, you have a challenge group starting and you're offering if anyone wants to join in with you. That's really good. Like, I want to see some more of us just kind of reaching down to our teams, really, and just saying, hey, let's lend a helping hand, but also knowing that there's that fine line where sometimes people take huge advantage and put their challengers into a challenge group, and then they don't ever check in. So this is kind of where I've been being torn, because I'm having people like on one end of the spectrum and then coaches on the other end of the spectrum where they're like, I'm the only one posting in these challenge groups, and these coaches are putting their challengers in there, and then we never hear from them again. And then even some of our challengers are saying, hey, I would rather so-and-so be my coach because my own coach isn't doing anything. So we've all had that happen before, and I'm really my heart goes out. And for us, we are the leaders of this team. You guys are forming your own teams already. And what is the feedback? What are you guys getting from your own teams in this aspect of, are your coaches running their own challenge groups? Are they taking them seriously? And are they starting one at least every month? Because I'm finding that people aren't. I'm finding that they are selling a challenge pack, and then some are just like, okay, peace out. I got my $50 commission. Now do your challenge pack. So what do you guys, any feedback from me? What are you guys finding with your own teams?
Same thing.
Mine are doing good. I have the coaches that I currently have. This was like their new coaches. So this is really their first challenge group. I think we just finished their second month. So we're fixing to start talking about hosting your own challenge groups. But they are all commenting on every post in the group. So I don't really have any complaints. Gina's in that group with me. We've kind of turned that into our overflow group. Once they complete a challenge group, we'll put them in there to continue on. But I don't have anything negative to say about anybody in our groups.
Yay, that makes me so happy. Good. And you have talked to me about that before. So but again, it's good because you guys you take charge. You're there to help people. So I appreciate that positive feedback for sure.
Mine's kind of the same way, Val. And what I've kind of changed, I used to do 2 groups a month that I would run, and I would just tell my team, like, this is what I'm doing. It does not mean that's what you have to do as well. Where I would also then, do you want to go with Daddy?
Yeah, Mommy, get that.
I'll be in just a second with Daddy. But now I've gone to, I run one group a month which is open to any coach on my team to put a challenger in. And then my last challenge group of the month is only for my new coaches. So it's just for my new coaches and me to run a group together. And then I tell them, you need to pair up with somebody on the team after you're done being that apprentice coach. Start your own group. You're more than welcome to put it in our file in our team page and have other coaches join you. But I'm not running that group. You are. You're creating it. You're making it. So we'll see how it goes. So far, nobody's complained. So
That's perfect. That's exactly how I run mine. It's my own, the first or the second or third week of the month. And then we start a new one within that next 2 weeks for my new coaches in the Coach Apprentice. But yeah, and I'm even putting in my curriculum of my new Coach Basics groups and stuff like that too, for then those coaches who do want to work the business. Hey, this is it. You were in a challenge group. Now you can be a fly on the wall in mine that I'm teaching my new coaches how to do it, but you have to partner up. Find one or two coaches that you feel like you click with, like the Success Partners. Same deal. So that's good. Anybody else? How you feeling with this?
So what I did, Janae and I were talking last week, and so I get frustrated because we talk a lot about, like, we need to find people like us, and I've got some people on my team that don't do anything and they just complain. And so I sent out a message last week and I said, listen, here's the deal. I said, if you are not actively going to participate, I am going to delete you from our team page. I said, you are not. This is something you don't want to pursue, that's fine. And I said, like, here's the deal. I'll do Getting Started Right calls again with you this week. I gave them an agenda, and I also required that they had a list of people that they planned to invite. And they all responded, they're like, no, like, don't delete me. I want to stay in this page. And I said, that's okay, but you're going to do something or I will delete you, because this is a coach page and this is for people that are willing to work and put in the effort. And so they all responded. I'm doing their calls on Wednesday. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm just tired. I'm tired of people just not doing the basic thing. And I'm in another group with some other coaches that are also, they're fading. They're highly ranked coaches, and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it's frustrating. So what I've done now is I only run groups with certain coaches, because it's just not worth it to the people in the group to pay that money and then to not get a good experience. So I'm definitely going just all in for people that want to do this. And if other people just want to fade away, that's your own business. I've learned that now, like, really well, that we truly do own this business. And if people don't want to work, then that's their own problem. And I just don't feel bad anymore.
Yeah. So, I always preach, take the emotion out of it. There is fine line of caring and wanting to help someone, but that person that you're working with has to want to change for themselves. They have to want this business for a reason. That's why their why is so vital and so important. So honestly, and that's good. If that works for you, that's going to be great. It's so true. And that's why you hear me too say you have to set your recruiting goal, because you have to add new coaches monthly to your team, because there are those ones, there are these coaches who have a big talk and they're like, I'm going to do this, this, and this. I'm going to be 5-star diamond by this date, and I'm going to run with my business. And then a week later, there's crickets, because even, for instance, for me, a new coach that signed up with me 2 weeks ago, she did everything. She did all of the stuff that I made her do before we had our Getting Started Right call. She did all the steps, and I got on to message her last night and messaged her back, and she had deleted me off of Facebook, and she took herself out of all of our training groups. It happens. So I sent her a nice little message, and I was just like, did you accidentally delete me off of Facebook? And I said, I just want to make sure that there was just not a glitch. And she was just like, this business just, you preach that it's all going to work. And it was kind of like, one of those messages. And then I said, honey, this is a business that you cannot expect to make a 6-figure income in 2 weeks. Like, she just started her program last week, and she has barely posted on Facebook. So I'm not talking meanly about one person. But just know, she came into this business and she is like, I quit my full-time job. I have 2 kids. Here is my why that was like this long. It was great. I was super excited for her. And 2 weeks later, she's gone. So it happens to every single one of us. but it's not going to get me down. I just say, okay, well, I sent her an email back, whenever it's your time, if this is what you want to do, know that it is work. This is a new job, and it's going to take 6 months to a year of hard work, long hours, and dedication, and just growing yourself as a person before you're going to really reap the benefits. I was thankful, and I still am thankful for every cent that I've ever made. And that's just, I was thankful for my $40 commission check, and I'm thankful for what I make now. So, I always look at it that way and just come back to being that humbled and just bringing it all in and saying, okay, it's not me. It took a really long time for me to be able to get over that hump of, okay, if people aren't working the business, if they're not posting in my team page, if they, I hear somebody talking behind my back about what kind of coach I am or what kind of coach I'm not, or what my mentoring is, or all this or that. It used to at me, and it used to hurt my feelings and all of that. So that's really where digging deep into our personal development, it matters on every aspect. But you are going to have those people who talk the talk, but they won't walk the walk, and it's not your fault, because you guys are all here. You show up to the calls, you show up to your teams, you mentor, you do your best every single day, and you just forget the rest. You just keep moving forward. So I like it, Gina. I think that that's good. I do. Yeah. What else? Anybody else?
Well, I literally, just as you were talking, got a message from one of my coaches to add in a challenge group because she needs a girl to be put in one. And this coach has never posted, never gotten on a call, never answered my phone calls, never responded to a text. And and I know Val knows exactly what I'm talking about, but it's one of those things that I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, keep doing this for her, because she has a good little track record going, but it's just like she's not investing in her people, and then they all just end up quitting because they don't have a coach that invests in them.
Yes, it is. It's about the investment that we are making, and giving your team to the guidelines, giving them the requirements and the expectations, really the expectations that you have, laying out your business hours, which even for me, that varies almost day to day on my schedule. I don't have a full-time nanny. I like the fact that I get to be at home with my kids, and my days of the week, my babysitter comes 2 days a week, and they're not always the same day of the week. So, I will message people. And again, this in particular coach, she had messaged me on Friday evening, and she was mad at me because I didn't get back to her until last night. I don't check my Facebook messages generally from Friday afternoon until Sunday evening whenever I work. That is family time. And it's okay. People should respect your time. Your weekends are your weekends. I still do my posts on Facebook. Now, if it's the last week of the month that I'm not at Success Club, then yes, I will be working on the weekends and I will be pushing hard. But for the most part, 90% of the time, I only answer my Facebook messages or my emails, usually twice a day on Mondays through Thursdays, and then Fridays through Sundays, Sunday evening-ish. That's my family time. So you have to understand that, you're not at anyone's beck and call. This is a business. Don't let it overwhelm you. Don't let it stress you out. The second you start feeling like, oh, these people, or, remember, even if it's just one person, even if there's one person that that you are helping, that is all that matters. Even in the thousands of people, hundreds, whatever, who will come and go in your business and in your life, one person who appreciates you, focus on that. Focus on knowing that you are here for a reason and you guys are doing amazing things. And that be here in 1 year aspect, guys, like seriously, next year at this time, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like my teams are huge. Like this is so amazing. We're still in our building blocks. That first year, your first year is just like you kind of feel like you're grasping at straws and you have no idea what you're doing, and you're trying and Success Club, sometimes you're sitting there at the last day of the month offering $20 cash back to people, just begging for one more challenge pack, 2 more challenge packs. I have been there more times than I can count. So don't think that it's just the success that just happens. I oopsied into it. Like, I don't know what, I don't have an explanation. No, It's all this hard work. So your first year is that hard work. You feel like you're working for like $1 an hour, but as long as you're humbled and you're grateful for every step you're taking, it's all worth it. And then that 1 to 2 year mark, you're like, like I'm getting it. I'm in my groove. I have it. You're changing little things every month, every other month. And then now like that 2 to 3 year mark, you have a team and it's crazy cool. And you're just like, all right, this has all been beyond worth it. So just keeping the momentum going, the consistency, finding who you are, because you mentioned too, I'm trying to attract people like me. Well, know that you have to be comfortable and confident, like fully in yourself. There are still days and weeks when I wake up and I'm down on myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not confident today, or I don't know what to do, or sometimes there will be a post that I'm about to post. I still get nervous to post, real raw posts about myself. This morning, well, that's my perfect example. I posted my non-abs picture. Like, I ate way too much this weekend. I didn't drink water. Like, I posted my raw self, I guess you can say. That was hard for me this morning. I'm not used to putting myself out there like that without the perfect picture. There's no perfection. There's nothing, Be real with people. They're going to respect you so much more. Just keep going. That's really it. Anybody else got anything for me?
Val, I can say, like, with the challenge groups, I've done that before, and it was a total flop with having other coaches in that didn't participate. People didn't know. Other coaches stopped responding to them. But this time, since we literally only had, like, 2 people in the group, so I just really asked. I wanted that momentum, especially coming, from a holiday. But what's been great is I created a message between everybody and asked everybody to do a video of themselves, and everybody's been really great. But the one thing that's come from it is we're all seeing how we all run groups a little differently. So we're all kind of learning from each other. But we'll see. It could be a total flop, but I just didn't want a group with 2 people in it.
Right.
So I'm really excited about it. It should be good.
Good. I really like that. That's a good idea, that private message to the group message.
And what's nice is Zane Walls, I don't know who he's under, but he's really great. Like, he's in it. And it's nice to have a guy in there. Like, my groups are almost always all women. So it's nice to have that.
Yeah, he's like 3 levels down from me. So that's really cool that he's been trying really hard. So I'm glad that he's in there with you. That's really cool.
Awesome.
Good. All right, cool. I love it. Anybody else? Oh, thanks, Marcy. You're awesome. All right, guys. Well, do you have any more questions? Anything else you want to chat about? That was really the agenda for today for me. I just wanted to really go over this week. This week, I'm going to be promoting my challenge groups, 21 Day Fix. And my post last night was I'm actually going to give away 5 copies of the Fix 8 cookbook for my first 5 challengers that sign up with me this month. I think it's just going to be, fun. I'm taking it. We'll see if anyone bites on it. So that's just my little incentive. I don't do that often, but I'm going to try it this month, see how it goes. Cool.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Is anyone doing a new coach basics group soon? I've tried to work one-on-one with a few of my coaches, and they're just not really embracing the 3 to 5 posts and the inviting and the personal development. But I feel like if I get them in a real group where it's not just coming from me, they might embrace it more.
I think Candace started one today.
Yeah, and it's preseason, so you can definitely
just reach out. I'm not in it as of now, so I can't add you, but just shoot Candace a message. She's working, so it'll probably be later today when you hear back from her, but she'll get you in there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Anytime.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I am going to hop off. I'm going to let you guys go get to work, get taking care of my kids who are still screaming in the other room, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for having me.
National wake up call.
Yes. Now, thank you. Get on the National Wake Up Call, 20 minutes. I'm about to post a link in the team page. You're awesome. Bye, guys. Have a good morning.